What's up, y'all? We are here with Jules Burns. First, I would like to say thank you for so much for coming here chopping up with us today. Do you have anything to say to the people? How are you today?
Shit, I'm great.
That's good.
I'm amazing. Thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely.
Appreciate y'all. Also, Boomin, thank you for letting me borrow your sweatsuit when I showed up. I know I showed up naked. It's a little weird, but like I appreciate y'all. Y'all took me in, and so I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. All right, we're gonna start off with where are you from?
I am from Sacramento, California. I was born in Chico, but I moved here like when I was a baby, so it's Sacramento all the way. I don't know nothing about Chico.
Hell yeah. Okay, and how was it growing up here in Sacramento?
It's dope. I love Sacramento. People talk shit on Sacramento. They say it's boring, say there's nothing to do. Those people have never been to Kansas. Those people have never been to Oklahoma, Or actually, I heard Oklahoma's been booming. But that's regard. You know what I'm saying? There's hella shit to do here. I love growing up here. There's all types of people. Sacramento's such like a fucking, melting pot or whatever the phrase is. Hella different people, all walks of life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I like that. It'd be fucking boring if I was growing up with a bunch of people that just did the same shit that I did,
Hell yeah, I feel that. You gotta stand out and be different. I like that. And did you ever play sports?
Yeah, heck yeah. I played all the sports. I played basketball mostly. I played basketball at the YMCA downtown Sacramento for many years. That was my first love for sure, was basketball. Before all my other loves, because there's many. But yeah, for sure.
Good shit. And when did you start making music?
I wrote my first rap in I think 5th or 6th grade. I wrote this rap. It didn't have any music to it. I didn't. I'm not. I probably started making music. I don't know. And my whole life is since then, because I've played drums. I've played drums in a couple bands. I could play guitar and all that stuff. And I played drums when I was little. I did this shit with the pots and pans in the kitchen, fucking up all mom's like silverware and all that shit. So it's been forever, man. I wrote my first rap about seeing Santa Claus at the Art and Fair Mall. I wrote that in 5th grade. It was a hitter. It was cool. I think it was about how Santa was a homeless person, and they just got him off the street, and then Santa starts talking shit to the kids. It was a good one.
That's good shit. And that brings me to my next question. Who was all your musical influences growing up?
Man, earliest influences. It was my dad always had a bunch of music, so like it was all things I got from him. But it was all like he didn't even really he listened to hip hop, but not like a lot, like not mainly. But it was all like Beastie Boys. It was Nelly was like one of Country Grammar was like the first like hip hop song I memorized, and that was like lightweight before you could look up the lyrics. So I just like listened to it hella times and like write the lyrics on a piece of paper and just memorize it. That's like I used to do that to songs. But fucking Spearhead, it was one my dad would play. I don't know if y'all ever listen to Spearhead, like underground, like kind of hip hop, but like other stuff. They're super cool. The Coup was like another one that I didn't, and I like rediscovered them later in life, because like The Coup is like a very deep group. Like they talk about some real shit, and I just like the music. I didn't really understand all the shit they were talking about at the time. Like I remember this song I had on this little mixtape I got. Like someone handed it to me on a boardwalk, and it was a little mixtape, and it had a song from The Coup, and it was called "Me and Jesus the Pimp in a '79 Granada." I didn't know what the fuck that song was about, but now that song is like epic. Like that song is so fucking good. It's like it makes you cry. Like it's so good. Like yeah.
That's lit.
Yeah,
that's lit. I fuck with that.
That's all the first shit. Yeah.
What's all the rap names you've ever had?
Just Jules Burn. That's it. I never changed it. Yeah, it was. I thought it took a second. I thought of that because it's very simple. My name's Julian,
Yeah.
I already get called Jules, and Burn is close to my last name. I'm not gonna say that on camera though, but yeah. Actually, there's a when I found it, I was like, Jules Burn. That's a cool name. It sounds like Jules Verne, who's a kind of like a science fiction author. So he's like a really creative writer that would think of some crazy shit. So I kind of felt like akin to him, and so it was a play off that. And I remember I typed it in on YouTube, and there was one other guy, and he went by Jules Burn, another white guy, and it was like this riff-raff, like wannabe looking dude. He was trying to freestyle and shit. It was terrible. And so I hit him up, and I was like, hey bro, I'm gonna start using this name, so like you need to stop using this name, because that's me now. And he's like, oh, whatever. So we started talking shit, and then I was like, all right, how about this? My friend had a radio station, KSSU in Sac State at the time, and I was like, all right, so let's do a competition. Let's make a song, we'll put it on a station, people could vote, winner takes the name. He was like, oh, bet, for sure. He was an East Coast dude, so it was like West Coast, East Coast thing. I was like, it'll be a cool thing, whatever. I made the track. It's actually, I think it's still on YouTube. I think it's called Nice to Kill You on Jules Burn. Yeah, anyways, and I fucking went in on him, and then, I didn't see anything. Like a week later, I still didn't see anything. 2 weeks later, I still didn't see him post anything. And then he hits me up like on one of the comments. He's like, hey bro, like I'm gonna go back to using my old name actually, so like it's all good, like you can just and that was it.
You got your respect, and fuck with that.
It wasn't much competition, but
I know that's right. Hey, that too.
I still had to fight for it.
I know that's right. Talk about dropping More Feel in 2018, and how was it dropping your first project on all streaming platforms?
Just you asking that question like made me a little emotional, like straight during when I made that album, like I recorded some of the songs, and then while I was recording the songs on that album, I got hit by a car, and it took me out for a long time, and it it fucked up my brain. Like I could, you know what I'm saying? I was out for a long ass time, and then I worked, I got better, I fucking healed my shit, fucking types of therapies that I kind of put myself through to get myself back in the game, and then fucking recorded more songs, finished the album, put it out, and it was almost like it almost was a little rushed too, even though there was like such a big gap when I was recording these songs. It was like there'd been so much time like starting where I was like, part of me was just like, I just gotta get it out, and so I was like, I just gotta put something out, I just gotta throw this out. But at the same time, it's like there's a lot of like deep songs on that shit. Like there's some sad shit on there, some shit that is just fucking hits close.
Yeah, I understand. Absolutely. I'm glad you bounced back from all that to be where you are today.
Me too, thank you.
Absolutely. And we see that you have Skylit Music in your Instagram bio. What's your relationship with Scourge, and what's your role in Skylit Music?
Skylit is everything. All my albums, I either on my recent album, I did some of the ones myself, but everything else I've done has come out of Skylit. Like there would be no Jules Burn without Skylit. There'd be no Jules Burn without Colt 45, who is the brainchild of Skylit, and Scourge and Jackie and Bub, and just the team that we got is just like such a fucking blessing. I appreciate the fuck out of those people. I'm getting all choked up thinking about it, bro.
It's okay.
It's crazy. Like this shit,
it
means a lot, man.
I understand.
It's like I fucking I love those people.
There's no judgment zone here.
Yeah.
You feel
it's all good. No, I'll be the first one to like admit it. Like I think maybe the accident had kind of an effect on me, but some songs, like I'll just be practicing my own songs to myself, like doing dishes, and I'll start getting choked up. I get emotional, you know, and it's just because that's the nature of my music, I guess. Like to write some shit, like some songs I have fun with, they're just for fun, but it's like other shit when I'm really writing, like when I really got some shit to say, like it's coming from somewhere deep, you know.
Exactly. Amen to that. And do you have a favorite studio and a favorite engineer?
Skylit, Colt 45, 100%, all day, every day. I've grown with that man, you know. It's like, we listen to old shit, and I was like, I sound like garbage. He was like, oh my God, this sounds like garbage. Like, and so it's, you know, I started recording with them in like 2013, 2014, and ever since then, we've just been growing. And it's just fucking, and now I got albums out, singles out, videos out, and all this shit. And it's like, I honestly don't even care if I get anywhere. Like, I feel fulfilled. Like, the music I put out, like, I'm proud of. And so that's awesome. Kind of it for me. Everything else is just fucking icing on the cake, honestly.
That's awesome. And your top song on Apple Music is a song by Shamani featuring you, Cartier Cody, and C Prophet. Talk about the process of putting that record together.
I really like my verse on that song. That's like one of my favorite verses. That was Shmani's. He was just making a tape, and he just reached out to a bunch of people that I guess he thought were cool, that he vibed with, and he just wanted a bunch of people on this tape he was making. Yeah, and Prophet and Cartier Cody are on that one, and that was actually the first time I met Cody, was on that, and we hit it off immediately. We vibed immediately, and now he's part of Skylit. Now he got a shop down the street. Like, now he's a homie. You know what I'm saying? I met him in just making that song. I wasn't even known him like that. Prophet was already the homie. He's part of Skylit too. And so yeah, that was a positive experience.
That's good.
Yeah.
And what's your thoughts on the Sacramento music scene?
Sacramento music scene, man, it's cool. It's kind of confusing sometimes, maybe, because like sometimes I feel like there's a lot of support, and then other times I feel like there's not a lot of support. Like I feel like everyone's doing it, but at the same time it'll be like these events, it's like they just don't have that much people. I'm like, there's not, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just like everyone and their fucking moms makes music, everyone listens to music, but I don't know, I feel like something's missing. I don't know what it is though. I don't know. I think it's cool. It's definitely better than a lot of other places. There's venues, there's always independent people like making their own venues, like Uptown Takeout, like this place, like there's always people just doing their own thing and making shit happen. So that's kind of what's cool about Sac. You can always find something. You can always find something popping.
That's very true. Yeah. I agree with that 100%. Talk about your sophomore streaming project, Perfect. How was the growth from Warfield?
Like the growth, I mean, growth was fucking 360. It was, the production's better because Colt 45 got better, the lyrics are better because I got better, like I knew how to just deliver, I knew how to record better, so it's kind of what I wanted Morefield to be a little more. Like it was kind of like Morefield, I put that out and I loved that album, but I wasn't completely satisfied, there was parts of me where I'd be like, oh, like don't listen to that song, or like, kind of wasn't. But like Perfect, my second album, is called Perfect, and to me, it's perfect. Like it was just everything I wanted it to be. It turned out fucking perfect, and that's the album where I'm like, I'm 100% proud of that. I could point anyone towards that, go listen to that. It fucking slaps. That's it.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of where it's like everything after this is just icing on the cake, because that's all I wanted. Because it's like music, especially when you put it out, and in this digital age, anyone can access it, and it's just out there forever. You know what I'm saying? So that music is gonna be here after I die, after my children die. Like it'll just be out there, you know. And so that's one of the reasons I make music, is because it kind of like immortalizes you, you know. And it's like it's preserves like a piece of like your soul and your thoughts and your brain, you know, for someone else in a future generation to like experience.
Yep, I like that. I love that. You summed that up very well.
Thank you.
And what's Uptown Takeout?
Uptown Takeout is the spot, and I started helping them there because they needed some help. They had some sketchy people working for them, and so they had to get rid of that, and they need some help. So I stepped in and started working there, helping them. But it's a restaurant and a venue, and just it's like its own little universe now, because you know it's connected with, you know, there's the print shop and there's the boutique store and there's and now we're doing this shit down the street, you know. And so it's kind of like, it's almost like, I feel like it's like a Del Paso fucking movement right now that's just building. And so that's kind of the hub of the movement that, you know, all of us are trying to create down here, I guess.
Exactly. Tell us about your new single, Smoke Mid, which I love, by the way.
Thank you. I was just talking about it with the homie downstairs. It's kind of like I always like just doing something different. I hate when people just sound the same, talk about the same shit. It drives me crazy because I'm just like, why even do it? Like, it's already out. Why do that? Like, but so every, you know, in hip hop culture especially, it's like, you know, you gotta have like the best weed, you gotta have the fire, you gotta have the gas, you gotta have the rope, whatever you call it. Everyone's talking about the high grade of weed they have, and honestly, I'd never even give a fuck. Anytime I get weed, I'm just like, does it get me high? Cool, that's all I care about, you know. And also I just like going against like whatever people are doing, you know, because if everyone's moving this way, I'm just gonna go the other way. So smoke mid. It's about smoking mid-grade weed and still enjoying it just as much as any other weed.
I know that's
right. What it's about. And yeah, that was just a fun track. It was just, yeah, that's one of the ones where I make it specifically just to perform on stage and have fun with, you know. Just a fun track.
It's literally a good vibe, chill kind of song.
Yeah, for sure.
Just in your brain. What's your favorite strain and or dispensary?
Shit. I like there's a company called Rain Dance. I enjoy them, and not just because they give me free weed, but yeah, they're cool. I've been fucking with them. I don't know who else. My homie Greg, he grows in his backyard. I get it from him. Yep. That's my favorite strains, the homie strains. Where they fucking, they just got the dookie pot in their backyard and they don't even know how to trim it or nothing, and then they give it to me for free. That's my favorite strain.
I fuck with it. And last but not least, do you have any shout outs, anything that you would like to promote?
There's this fucking sick artist out, J.R. Boomin. He's killing it right now. Fucking go check out him. Dude, just Skylit Music. Just tapping with them. We got a crazy roster. Scourge, Cartier Cody, Kinda Odd, Apollo Cuts. He's out on the East Coast right now. He's our Skylit brother. You know, and there's lots of other artists that we all work with, but it's just a music collective, and it's just about fucking making good music, having a good time, all good vibes. We've just been doing what we can to just push that shit in Sacramento. So shout out Skylit, shout out Colt 45, free my dog Colt 45. I'll see you soon, buddy. I don't know what else. Shout out you guys. Thank you for having me. I like talking about people. You got me getting deep, man. Fuck, that was crazy. Fucking got all emotional for a sec, but shout out music. I want to say something about music before we go. I think people look at music in the wrong way. They kind of just see it as entertainment, and it's just like kind of something you put on in the background, or just, you know, it's just something to kind of, I don't know, pass the time. Or it's just fucking entertainment, you know. But honestly, it's like when you look at it, like what music does, it's like you can listen to a song and it can change like how you feel, like really, like you could be in a shitty ass mood and it'll make you feel better. And it's like the power of that is so important just by itself. Like we got whole industries that sell shit to change how you feel, you know, like pharmaceutical industries or coffee or fucking drugs or energy drinks or whatever. All these things change how you feel and think, but it's like music can do that just by, you just hear it and it changes your body chemistry, and it's so much more powerful than just entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you know, why you think fucking Bob Marley got took out? Why you think John Lennon got took out? Like, these people had so much power because they had such a command of music, and you know, something that can change how you feel and how you see the world is very powerful. And so that's kind of what I'm all about, is trying to make people see that and like kind of free music from the realm of just entertainment, and, you know, fucking nudge people towards seeing like the true potential behind what music can really do.
That was very powerful. Very, very powerful. Jules, thank you so much for stopping by today.
Thanks, guys.
As for the supporters and haters, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Peace, love, and
Come
blessings
at
to
me.
all.
All these haters keep talking. Where they at, bro? They don't show up. I told them to come to the show. They don't show up. I'm like, all right, whatever. That online shit, they just be hating. That shit ain't real, man. That shit ain't real. This is real life right here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.